All right, guys, welcome back. So here's the face behind the voice. Um, so give us a little rundown of your matches throughout the day.
It's too early to remember. Why can we do this?
Dude, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah, it's early. I've been up since like 8 a.m. I don't wake up until like 5. Alright, I'm supposed to talk about my matches and what happened. Bear with me, I don't remember exactly everything. It was a few weeks ago. Spaced out. First round, I do remember some of them detailedly because they were just some sacky stuff that I've done because it is Vanguard and no one wins a regional without sacking or getting lucky or just thrashing because this is Vanguard and you have to get lucky. Played against Gold Paladins. Ezold, Garmor, Primary. I believe there was a Pelennor. If I remember. I remember that I went to grade 3 normally, no misriding, but I had nothing else but just the one Vanguard. And he had a full field, he got Spectral Duke off, I was at 5 damage while he was at 2. Real quick. I mean,
yeah, he missed the right chin, right?
He hit it.
I thought he missed it.
No, he wasn't running Duke, it was the Garmor. He hit Garmor on turn 3. He hit the Garmor and went off, and then the next turn he did Ezel. That's what it was. I'm thinking of my later match. And I remember I was at 5 damage, he was at 2 right away. And I pushed back. I finally started drawing my stuff. I did have the end, and he let the end go off after I needed 1 to hit. It was a draw trigger, and I hit. And went off, got another draw trigger, crit trigger off that, put him onto the Vanguard, and he did not let that go through. I'm trying to remember. He got the 4 damage, I was at 5. And he went to press. I didn't have enough in my hand because I went to push hard. And I thought I was going to lose. I had to check damage. I checked the heal trigger at 6.
One thing I hate about this game.
Yeah, so I did check that. I did get lucky there. So then I was able, that next turn, he went all in the press for that. Because I guess I must have been just killing rear guards. Because I remember he could not stop my next swings. And another end effect went off. So 2 that game. I won. But I had to hit a 6 damage heal to win. Was
good way to start the day though.
Yeah. But I did feel it was gonna be a sacky day. But I didn't really sack again until the end. No, I did win one of my. You know what? That is the one game. That was my game 2. That's what it was. Game 2, I played against OTT, and I kept singing to myself. Remember one of the games where I did not use grade 3 at all, and that was my second game. My second game, I was at grade 1. I pressed hard game 1 because I only had 1 grade 2 in my hand and all grade 1s. So I felt that if I can put pressure grade 1 and grade 2, by the time I do see a grade 3, he's going to be 4 or 5 damage and it should be okay. I pressed with grade 1s, no triggers, 3 damage, great, awesome. He couldn't press his grade 2. Then I go to my grade 2. I had nothing but a grade 2. Berserk Dragon, and grade 1s again. Pressed again, put him to 5 damage. He goes into his grade 3, nothing but a grade 3. I go, still no grade 3, press again. 3 turns later of pressing with 1s and 2s, I was able to win.
What's he playing?
He was playing OTT Tsukiyomi.
Tsukiyomi or Solus?
It was Tsukiyomi. It was not Solus, and he did not have enough in the soul. He never got to 6. The one time he did get the opportunity, I was able to nip it in the butt. Game 3, played against a friend of mine, Aaron.
From Top Deck.
OTT player. And
he did Solus.
He did Solus. Yes, he did Solus, but he also did the structure deck card as well. So he ran both. Got whomped pretty bad. It was just crit, dead. It was all within maybe just a couple of minutes. And that was quick. Now, the way the bracket worked there was after you would... that loss was actually because, too, as well, I had the Berserk Dragon, guy out on my grade 2. So I couldn't even attack with it. There was no...
The break...
Dragon.
What?
Crouching Dragon.
Crouching Dragon.
Crouching Dragon. We're going to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, whatever. I need coffee. So that was that. That was my loss. It was just terrible. Sad panda. Then we had 2, maybe 3 rounds of buys because of the way the tiebreakers, not tiebreakers, but the win-loss bracket works is because I won 2 and then lost, I was pushed further ahead in the bracket. So as I would come down and wait, I had to wait for the guys who were 0-1 and 1-1s to play against each other before I started playing against 2-1 players again. To where the bracket
they had to work their way up to you.
Yes, because I went a few rounds. That actually happened at my stand-up qualifier. I went 4-0, and then I had a bye almost to the end. It was pretty cool. Then I had to play. There was, you know what? There was another deck before I played that. I don't remember what it was. I'm sorry. I think I just beat him like in 2 minutes. It was just so I walked all over him. Then I played against Gold Paladin Spectral Duke, and that's the one I'm thinking of. Really good match. Dude hit the perfect ride chain, but I also was hitting my chain perfect. So it was kind of a blow for blow type of match where we were both going off. He duked twice, I end once.
I remember now. The Duke was what cost him, I think. Remember you said that?
Yeah. His second Duke, I felt hurt him because I knew I had enough to stop it, even though he was going to pressure me. We were both hitting triggers. He was hitting more heals. I was hitting more draws. So I had plenty to stop the Duke, but he wasn't hitting any draws. I know he ran draws. He wasn't hitting any. So he was burning so many resources for Spectral Duke. By the end of the second one, and his coming next turn, he only had 2 attacks. And I kept pressuring his rear guards instead of his vanguard. So I kept him at almost bare minimum, easy blocks to where I just withered him down. And after the second one, I knew it was just a matter of time. And I knew that was his downfall. It was a huge mistake on his part to burn those resources to push for 1 extra card in my hand. And when I had like 9 cards in my hand, something stupid.
That's the risky thing about Duke.
But it was a good game. Player was good. Beat him. Then I had to play against Spike Brothers. That I was scared. Here's a Spike
Brothers could have
6 players left in the tournament, and I'm playing against Spike Brothers. I was like, okay, this is gonna suck. Because
the one Spike Brothers deck. Spike Brothers is good if it's played right, and it could really take people by surprise.
Well, I never tested against Spike Brothers. That was my issue, not testing against a deck, and being concerned.
You haven't played Spike Brothers since set 2, so.
Let alone played against it. I did play against it in the stand-up. I actually had to beat Spike Brothers to get my invite. Here I'm playing against Spike Brothers again. Dudley, Emperor, and went all perfect. I went off, but in the end, if Dudley goes off and the end goes off, the end is going to win. I had too much pressure to him, and I had, again, 5 draws, no problem blocking stuff. Wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. Normal game, I had to go off to win, but as soon as I was going off, I knew I was going to win no matter what, even with their luck. Second to last round, I'm playing against Aaron again. Not much to say. Won. That was it. Final game.
The first one against Aaron was the better game, so.
Yeah, that was just ouch. I was horrible. The last match, I knew I was gonna get my invite.
Now the other guy was XO.
He was XO. He has not lost to the entire day.
So
I won the losers bracket basically, and I had to play the winner again for the free trip. The way we settled it was,
since it was
the
double
store
loss.
said he only had to lose 1 time, and then that was it, and I would have won. I felt it wasn't right.
Because it is double loss.
Because it was double loss tournament, so I felt that I had to beat him twice to earn the free trip instead of paying to go, which really wouldn't bother me. So we agreed that, I agreed with the player, so the store said, okay, sure, play wherever you guys want, because they didn't care. So I had to beat him twice. Game 1, I think I was just so excited that I was going to Florida.
Yeah, at this point, your adrenaline was probably flowing.
Yeah, my adrenaline was pumping. I went first, and I completely forgot about riding my grade 2. I had it in my hand. I had a Berserk Dragon in my hand. Instead, I got so excited, I played Kimar before I rode, and as soon as I played it, I went, oh shit. Well, that happens, make a mistake. And then everyone around, because everyone's watching because it's the final game, and everyone just kind of laughing, and I was like, I said to my opponent, I'm like, I have a grade 2. I just forgot. And, I'm not going to ask to take a play back. I made a play, and that was it. And again, I was just like, you know what? I'm probably going to lose this game now. Doesn't matter. Got me anyway. Still played it, though. And here's the funny thing. Luck was on my side. Within a couple of turns, I'm at 5 damage, but every 5 damage is a trigger. Unbelievable.
3 draw,
withdrawal triggers.
3 draw, 2 crit.
And the crits...
The crits were defensive.
And so, it was great. Well, obviously, they're in my damage zone.
True.
But they were on my first damage checks and 3 draw triggers, and it was just like, no, you're going to win this game. And I was like, okay. So, won the game. We go to the next game.
So this game is now for the first place.
This is for the first place.
Winner takes it.
This was kind of funny because my opponent's had 3 damage. I had the end out, and I really wanted the end to hit, really bad. I haven't had it work against him, and I really wanted to go off just because everyone's watching. Gotta have the end go off, right? So he's at 3 damage. I'm at what? I think
we're at 2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, we were both. It was still early in the game. It was
very
just
early.
as I rode the end. Just as I put the end up. So it was
your first attack with the end.
Yeah. And I go, okay. And he goes, make it 2 to hit. I'm like, okay. I'm already in my head almost decided that no matter what my 2 triggers are.
The adrenaline was getting to you.
I wanted to hit. So I checked the crit.
You didn't even think twice about it, I don't think.
I didn't think twice about that. Everyone was just kind of talking. And then they confused me because they were making me think maybe I should just pass it aside. I said, fuck it, Ult of Vanguard, I don't care. And I check another crit. It was hilarious. The entire... Thank you. I really Kaiser.
Double crit to win the tournament from 3 damage.
The entire store just started screaming, and my opponent, I swear, was going to... He
slammed the table.
I thought he was going to just...
And he pushed his chair back like 5 feet.
Yeah,
he was not happy.
I thought he was going to just kill me.
But
yeah, so
he checked his damage, no heals, and that was that. Free invite and free trip to Florida.
Which didn't matter because now you got the guy talking here. He's going to Florida. We just got his plane ticket. Boucher called me on Thursday, got my plane ticket. Well, he's going with me, and then this schmuck.
Gee, thanks.
Hopefully we make it in time for the qualifier because Boucher Road only paid for me for hotels for a Saturday, Sunday night, leaving Monday. They wouldn't give me a Friday night as well. And they wouldn't let me book it on a Friday night. I was just going to pay for an extra hotel night on Friday, but they wouldn't even let me book a flight on Friday. So the earliest I got was a 6:50.
6:50.
Yeah.
Get there at
9:10. We don't know what registration is. We know pre-registration online or whatever says 9:30.
9:30 to 6.
That's when the event is, but we hope it said pre-reg at 9:30. So we're hoping it's a 10:30, 10 o'clock start, so he can get in. If not, he doesn't really care. He just wants to go.
Get away from life for a couple of days. You can't complain.
I guess not.
The hotel's nice too.
You want to talk about your day? That 02? Because you should have ran golds and you ran shadow.
Oh, like yesterday?
You should have stuck with the gold.
No.
You did make the right call yesterday. We got our asses kicked yesterday, by the way. 6 damage heal for me. But
yeah,
that's
guys,
for another vlog.
They had to buy the first round, if I remember correctly, and they lost their first 2 matches pretty quick. They both put up good fights though. I mean, the games were good.
Yep.
And Hyper D's kind of rolling his eyes right now a little bit here. He doesn't seem happy. Apparently, we're going to be putting up a video of me playing with my new Aqua Force.
1 card missing.
1 card.
Built the deck in like 2 hours. But
good at what I do.
All right, guys. Well, that's that. Thanks for watching. And if you're going to Florida, we'll see you there. If not,
I know you're going to be bringing this to Florida.
Oh yeah, definitely get you some shots of the event and all that.
I have a bad feeling I ran my luck out. Cause I know at the stand-up, I got lucky getting to play in you. Because if people don't know my stand-up, me and him, we were the same stand-up. He was the undefeated. I was the one that lost. We dice rolled for the win because we didn't care. I ended up winning it, which is kind of funny. He's rolling his eyes again. He's like, what the fuck?
But.
So we had that, and I got a little bit of luck there because one of my matches I actually won with the grade 2 there as well. It's been kind of a trend right now. Cowgirl doesn't care. We're just like, grade 2? Shimmy, so got this wrong. So.
That's that, guys. And again, thanks for watching. And if you're going to Florida, we'll see you there. All right. Later, guys.